Welcome back. Now, choosing the right career path is a critical juncture in one's life, often determining professional satisfaction as well as personal fulfillment. This decision requires more than a superficial assessment of options. Our Junius Erasmus, a scholar and motivational speaker, now joins us in studio to help us unpack this very relevant topic. Junius, good evening, and thank you so much for joining us here on the Daily Roundup.
A very good evening, Nina. Thank you for having me.
To start with, Junius, why is choosing, the right career path considered a critical juncture in one's life?
Well, it is considered very critical because it has direct impact on your future. So the choice that you are making today will have direct impact in your future. So that's why it's a strategic decision. Hence the need for one, when they are making this decision, it should align with their interest, with their passion, and with their interest, so that it brings the satisfaction of the job or whatever this field of study that they're going to do in the future.
So what are the key elements then to consider, once you're making a career decision?
Well, what you need to do to look at the future. I mean, if you do an assessment, some of the field of studies, they're sort of going out now, while others are emerging.
Right.
So one need to look at the futures that are likely to be there in the long run. Yes, so and not just sort of a project kind of future. Then when you are deciding, you need to look beyond the reward systems, or the title itself.
Yeah.
So one should look at a title that really brings fulfillment and that what you enjoy doing, that will entice you to go to work and really to go to school and do successful or deliver beyond reasonable.
Do you reckon that a lot of young people struggle, to make this choice? And what are the most common challenges, contributing factors for them when they choose a career path?
Well, quite a number of young people, they are really facing challenges because they do not ask about the benefits or the good career choices to study, but rather they just listen to their friends or the family, they decide for them. But beside the fact that these recommendations from the family members and the friends are very good recommendations, this decision is actually yours alone in the long run. So hence the need for you to look at it strategically to see how is this going to benefit you. Yes, most of the field of studies are already exhausted. Yes, and we have a lot of graduates that are already in the street. You don't want to be one of them. So hence the need for you to look at the areas that are not exhausted, the areas that are likely to bring you opportunities, and to really sort of bring creativity to you and make changes in your life also.
In what ways do personal, passions play in long-term career satisfaction?
Well, passion, you really need to do a self-retrospection first. But what most of the people do is they rather go with what is there, the opportunity that arises. So it's not really what they want to do. So, and that is where the problem starts. You are not doing or you are not studying what you enjoy or what you always wanted to.
Yeah.
You actually just take an opportunity that arises. Now, this have a very big negative impact in the long run because you end up not enjoying the work, while others, for example, they are teachers, they are enjoying giving knowledge to the students, to the kids. You are there just in the staff room, you are not really enjoying the work, you just want to go home every time.
Yeah.
So you should do something that really from the heart and not just anything, an opportunity that arises.
Yeah. Of course, the ultimate decision lies, with the individual, but what role do parents play in shaping a particular decision?
Well, parents, they have a very, very big role in shaping and not really deciding to make the final decision of the child. The parents are supposed to guide, but not to make the final decision of the child. They're supposed to guide to say, if they do the research and then you look at this kind of field of studies, what are the opportunities in the near future and after? And then you need to do a research for 10, 15 years from now. So because you cannot really just let your child to decide on their own. So as a parent, you need to be there to guide them, but not to decide for them. Because entirely this decision lies with the person that is going to study this particular course.
Yeah.
There is a problem. That's why you find sometimes we are deciding for our kids to do mathematics, for example. But they are not good in mathematics.
Right.
They are good in communications.
Right.
Yeah. Now you find a student is struggling to just pass year one because of the basic mathematics, which is a prerequisite to proceed to the next academic year. Yeah. So hence the need for you really to understand the kind of modules that are there in that particular field and how you are likely to proceed in that field of study.
Junius, what role does technological advancements and also globalization play, or how does it impact career planning?
Well, this is with the technology that is close to us. We must use it at our advantage.
Yeah.
Back then, people just used to study whatever that is there. Now, use the technology and assess the country needs. Align your study needs with that of the country, the national development. Because, like I said, most of the field of study, they have challenges in terms of facing out, and new opportunities are emerging.
Yeah.
Why can, for example, the young ones not align themselves with the new opportunities? They cannot keep studying the things that we have studied already 15, 20 years back.
On that note, talk to us about some of the emerging fields that offer significant career opportunities today.
For example, in Namibia, we have the very big project, the green hydrogen. Yeah, why don't we look at that? Let's look at medical law, for example, in Namibia. If you look at the LLBs that we have, is purely on criminal law. And then we have all our patients, they are there at the hospitals dying in lines in the queues, waiting for them to be attended to. But the negligence is not there anymore because we only have the patient charter. So we need to look beyond that and go to the actual act. Yes, and hence then now the need for us as parents or to use the technology to say, let's align our study interest with what is critical and likely to make a difference in your life and beyond. In Namibia, we're talking about meeting the government halfway. How can you meet the government halfway if everyone is just studying the same thing? It's like copy and paste.
How can individuals stay informed, Junius, about evolving industries and trends that align, with their personal career goals?
Well, when it comes to industries, we are lucky in Namibia that we have quite a number of corporate companies that are coming to schools offering opportunities for these young kids, scholarships and whatnot. Like if your interest, for example, is electrical, or maybe it's there are these companies that are offering scholarships, for example, to say for those that are studying hard, but they want to pursue this kind of study in this area, we are willing to meet them halfway in terms of the financial burdens. This also relieves stress from your parents. Yeah. So the corporate companies are doing their best, their very best. And
we don't have enough career expos, though. I think we've got one, Namibian Career Expo that happens annually. During COVID, of course, it took a backseat and didn't happen that much. So we don't have enough career expos.
Yeah, that I must really agree. But for me, as a motivational speaker, I took this as an individual social responsibility, where I've been going to various schools, like talking to grade 12s, is to try to make them understand the best of their career choices, not to decide for them, just to teach them the benefits of various field of studies, and then also linking them up with those that are already in the field, the experts, so that they can talk to them and bring them, explain to them what are the advantages and the challenges and how are they likely to survive, and the opportunities that comes with in those study areas.
Just lastly, Junius, why is continuous learning important for career success, especially in today's labor market?
Well, the moment a person stops studying, you actually become redundant. We are talking of the global opportunities, the emerging opportunities. If you do your degree, for example, in 1994, and this is 2024 now, so look at the gap that is there. So the subjects you did or you studied in 1994, they are not really addressing the problems that we are facing today.
Of 2024,
yes. Hence the need for you to continuously develop yourself. This comes with what we call personal development goals. So you need to address them, you need to address the gap, and then only then you'll be on par with the demand and the needs of the market.
Mr. Junius Erasmus, it was lovely speaking to you. Thank you so much for joining us this evening.
So thank you very much, Nina. So I think for the last word, I would just like to tell the young ones that it is their choice. So they need to study hard. They need to look for their career. It's a strategic decision. So Namibia believes in them. So it's time for them to believe in themselves and do the very best.
Thank you so much.
The journey is just beginning now. Thank you very much.
Indeed it is. Thank you. Well, there you have it, Mr. Junius Erasmus speaking to us